Hello everyone, and welcome back to another movie audio commentary. I'm Chrix.
And I'm Curt.
And as you can see from the picture and from the title of the video, today we're doing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We've got a few reasons for doing this.
Yeah, one of them is because I'm a really big fan of the works of Roald Dahl. I've read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is what Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is based on, and I've read Matilda, and I've read James and the Giant Peach, and I've read a few other ones that are pretty good.
Have you read the BFG?
I have not read the BFG yet.
We gotta read that.
But I'm going to read that before we see the movie, and we might do a commentary of that if we like it enough.
Or if we dislike it enough.
Yeah, that's a might. And we're eventually going to do the Johnny Depp version as kind of a sequel video to this one. Because I do like the Johnny Depp version a lot also, but today we're doing the Gene Wilder version. The original.
Also known as Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The one that's considered a classic.
Yes. I don't think it's as good as people say it is, but we'll get more into that as we go on. But I do think it's a good movie.
And the main reason I'm interested in doing this is because, I've actually, since I'm interested in musicals, I came across the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory West End musical about a year ago, and since then I've kind of been obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's that. Anyway, let's get started.
Yes.
I'm probably going to be doing a lot of talking
We're
and
actually
comparing
watching
to other versions and such.
We're actually watching a VHS tape of the movie. I don't know if any of you still watch VHS tapes, but this will work with your DVD, I believe.
And, you know, we'll still have
we'll still be
clips.
showing the clips of the movie. We're not showing the movie itself, but we'll show clips of the movie. So that
Sorry, the screen is blue right now. You can't actually see the clips.
So that you can actually sync up along with us if you're watching a different copy than the VHS one. So I'm going to go ahead and put the movie in.
And as you know, I have my desktop capture set up so that if I want to go on Google and look up anything, I can do that pretty easily.
Go ahead, it's playing.
Okay. So go to the... Oh boy, that's really flashy
The wonders of VHS tapes, you know?
Yeah, I know. They wear out after a while, and then they look like this.
Yep. I think this tape still works pretty well, if I remember correctly.
Is there like a little black corner on that TV? Because there's one here. You see it? Are we actually playing it?
Yeah, it's playing. Some of these take a while to get
I haven't watched a VHS in forever.
There we go.
Hi.
Don't pirate movies, folks.
Hi.
Do not pirate movies. Warner Brothers!
Oopsie. That froze. One sec.
Do you want me to stop?
No, you're fine. I got this.
A little bit.
I got this.
Once again, FBI warning. That was...
There we go. That worked, actually. I can't touch anything, and even though it's crooked like this, I kind of just have to leave it like that.
You guys should be able to sync along, but man, it's upon... Okay, it looks a little bit better now.
This VCR doesn't capture super well on here. Sorry about this, guys. The quality is not the best. And yeah, old Warner Brothers
It
logo.
actually looks better on our TV screen than it does on the computer.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, here we go.
I wonder why it's like that.
I love this music. Okay, do you think you could stop now? Because I think they've got it well enough.
Okay, there we go. Let's just switch back to the, There you go.
Creepy Wonka.
The
music actually does look a bit creepy there. In that pic.
The music for this movie is not bad. I really like the music, for the most part. Again, I'll talk about some things later, so... There are the issues that I do have with the music. Whenever I do have issues with the music in this movie, I'll talk about them and explain why I have issues with those.
Peter Ostrom is Charlie.
Yep. I've done my research on things.
Nah. Wow, I can't get enough of this music.
Oh, it's... You're singing along to I've Got a Golden Ticket. I thought you didn't even like that song.
I like that song. I'm just not as big a fan of it as some people. Like I said, I think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's a great movie. I don't think it's as good as people say it is. In fact, I actually like the Johnny Depp version better. I know a lot of people are gonna scream that I'm stupid for saying that, but I actually like the Johnny Depp version.
It's known as an opinion.
Yeah.
You can have your opinion. Although the West End version the West End musical kind of triumphs over both of them.
To be fair, though, had I never seen this, I probably never would have read the book. Do you agree with me, Christian?
This movie is what got you to read the book?
Yeah. That's so cool, all the chocolate.
Now let's see how long the credits linger on this song to make you remember it. Honestly.
Have you been timing it?
No. Oh, not too long, actually.
They actually shot this in Germany, did you know that?
Nice. Wait, where does it take place?
It takes place in an undisclosed location. They wanted it to be ambiguous.
Oh yeah, because it's right next door to Wonka's factory, so of course it's ambiguous. That makes sense.
Yep. Apparently at some point here, they walk past like a magazine stand, and if you look really closely, you can see one of the magazines has a nude lady on it, but I haven't caught that yet.
Are you trying to catch it?
No. Why would I want to catch that?
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
The Candyman is actually pretty well cast in this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like the Candyman from the book, because the Candyman from the book is a fat dude, but... Sunrise! Sprinkle it... Okay, I'm not gonna sing in case of copyright infringement, but... Is he giving them M&Ms or something? Or Skittles?
He's giving them, I assume, chocolate.
I think it's... I think at one point when he lifts up the table thing, it hits a little girl in the chin, but she just keeps on dancing. I'm trying to remember when that happens. I've caught it before, but... This is a good song. Didn't we hear this on kids' songs before we heard it on Willy Wonka?
We've heard this song everywhere.
I mean, it was invented for this movie, but we heard it on other things before we heard it on Willy Wonka, and they used it on one of the Kid Songs videos.
It was in a lot of things. It's been in everything. It's a part of culture now.
Yeah. I mean, of course, they still have to get permission from the company that did this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him to lift up the table thing again. Maybe I won't see it because, of course, this is a full screen version. Oh, yep, that's when it happened. He hit the little girl in the chin. Yeah, this is cool. You notice he has some Fickelgruber's fudge in there, too. Fickelgruber was one of Wonka's nemesises.
Yeah.
There's Charlie.
Yep.
Poor Charlie.
Charlie looking in. Waving through a window. Wrong musical.
Once again, you don't have to have,
read the book.
Will provide enough context for you to,
know where we are in the movie.
But you need to have seen the movie at least once. And if you haven't seen this movie, you should see it. Oh, I saw it.
How does the guy know
I saw the magazine.
Oh. How does the guy know his Grandpa Joe if Grandpa Joe never gets out of bed?
I don't know. Maybe he tells him about him. I don't know. There's a lot of stupid stuff in this movie.
But there's a lot of stupid stuff in Charlie.
Roald Dahl hated this movie.
Well, you know.
Wonka! He's standing right outside Wonka's factory and everything. The Candyman can. I have it stuck in my head now. Oh my goodness.
Oops.
When do you think you're going to show the next clip? What is up with this guy? The weird tinker guy who tells him nobody ever goes in, nobody ever comes out.
Yeah.
It's just creepy. Ooh. And then he disappears from the rest of the story. You know, Christian?
Yeah.
He just shows up once and then disappears. It's weird. It's Grandpa Joe that told him about the nobody ever coming in, nobody ever coming out in the book. Okay, what's your opinion on them having Charlie's father be dead in this? Because it's obviously not the way it is in the book, because his father is alive and he works a toothpaste factory.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, I just don't understand why they did it.
Yeah, I don't know. Were they short on actors? Oh man, we're going to be talking a lot about the Broadway version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory versus the West End version.
Versus the movies.
Because they had Charlie's father be alive.
Those headphones.
Yeah, which ones?
The ones that are in that box.
But in the West End version, they had Charlie's father be alive, just like he is in the book. But in the Broadway version, they killed him off again. Just because they're trying to put more references to Willy Wonka in it.
Oopsie.
I'm sorry if you guys heard that.
Whatever. It doesn't matter too much.
Sound thing. He took out his headphones a minute. And the sound played.
Doesn't matter terribly.
Okay, so he gives some of his money to Grandpa Joe because he's like, I'm gonna pay for your tobacco now.
Go on, Grandpa.
I decided I can't do it that way. I'm very picky, guys. Sorry.
Yep. That's Chrix for you. I've still only uploaded one video on my channel. Oh, this is the difference from the book here, too, is that he gets up in the middle of the night to talk to Grandpa Joe about it, while everybody else is asleep. And in the book, Grandpa Joe tells it to everybody. You know, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
They left out the story about Prince Pondicherry.
Because there's really no point in having it anyway.
I mean, it's kind of fun. I've seen some reviewers who said that they really wanted to see it, but then once the Johnny Depp version came out and saw it, and thought it was out of place. And it is.
Honestly, yeah.
It's good for the book, but in a movie adaptation, no. Only the left earphone works on this TV.
Really?
Yeah.
It might be a problem with your headphones, because both of them
Oh,
work
no,
for me.
they work fine on everything else. I did this when we did our Into the Woods commentary also.
Except that was a different TV.
You gonna show another clip now?
If you want me to. Un momento, por favor.
We're talking through all the good parts here. Oh, okay. Some comic relief here. I love this. Good comic relief. Charlie's teacher.
Sorry guys, I will,
There we go.
Okay, well anyway, that's where we are. Sorry guys, this is not working for me.
It's Charlie's teacher. Actually, what he's actually making is really toxic. He could get fired for what he's making. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, true.
Okay, stop showing the clip now.
There you go. Alright.
Sorry, guys. We're listening to this scene because it's funny.
Class 3 dismissed. Class 3 dismissed. Yep.
This is just so funny.
Class dismissed. Class on dismissed.
See,
Class 3 dismissed.
I wish we could actually show the movie while we're doing the commentary, but we also don't want to get flagged, so...
Yeah, that's the way the world works. Give me that book, real quick.
Okay.
I'm just setting something up because I'm incredibly lazy.
Yeah. Now, they don't actually have a TV in the book. They read the things out of the newspaper.
No.
My problem is, like, Grandpa Joe's, like, the only grandparent who, like, has any dialogue, really. I mean, other grandparents do have dialogue, but they just say things like hi and yup and stuff like that. They have no character whatsoever. Do you agree with me, Christian? Some of these jokes they have once in a while that have hardly anything to do with the story, I really don't like them.
They're just weird.
I never liked them even when I was a kid, before I read the book. I was always like, what's the point in this? What's the point in this?
The machine is funny.
The machine is funny.
And that's just about the only one.
He dreamed where the tickets were, anything, but it was just a dream.
Oops, sorry. This thing is... I'm going back. I'm showing one more clip, at least.
One thing that I really, really don't like about this one is that we actually don't see Charlie's reactions to each of the news broadcasts about the ticket finders. We only see his reaction to the, to Violet Beauregard's ticket finding. But for the rest of them, it's just like a news forecast that we're seeing, and none of the rest of the characters are seeing. And do you think it was intentional that they had the horns right over his head like that?
I don't know.
I notice that every time. The news broadcaster here. Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop, sorry. Eats the microphone. That's hilarious. Oh, strange, mysterious guy here. I'm assuming all of you guys have seen the movie already, because if you haven't, you wouldn't be watching us, but that's
Slugworth.
Or at least you're supposed to think that later.
Yeah. Cheer up, Charlie. No.
Charlie's birthday. I just don't think they made them look poor enough in this adaptation. It's like they weren't even trying, because in the book his only birthday present is the Wonka bar.
Mm-hmm.
But in this he gets a scarf and a Wonka bar. And possibly some other things that we don't see. And in this one it appears to be like one of those like marshmallow-filled fudge things when he opens it. But in the book it's a Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight.
Yeah.
Which is actually his motivation for buying one later at the candy shop. So the foreshadowing is really bad in this. Really bad. Yeah, it's like one of those marshmallow-filled things in this one.
Charlie is kind of a jerk in this. Isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, not as much of a jerk as he is in the Broadway version. Let's not go there. Let's not go there quite yet.
Yeah.
I'll get there later.
Oh, here we go. Probably the best portrayal in this movie. Like the highlight of it. Veruca Salt! Oh man, this is just what you think of when you think of Veruca Salt. I'm not a magician! You don't actually see the news broadcast for this
also,
ticket find
notice
at all.
Veruca is traditionally English. Violet is traditionally American. Augustus is traditionally German.
Yeah.
Mike TV is traditionally...
American.
Yeah.
You don't see the news broadcast for this ticket find at all. You just see her find it. Or rather, one of the Nut Factory people find it.
Mm-hmm.
He spoils her. I mean, I'm laughing at this. I know it's not very funny, but... Sweetheart, angel. How do I remember all this dialogue? That's probably because this is one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. You know, Christian. It's just so
They found
classic.
the ticket. In the new movie, doesn't the lady try to run off with the ticket?
Yes, in the Johnny Depp version.
Which would make sense.
There's Slugworth again.
Now, since Slugworth is always right where the ticket is found, right when it's found,
He's-
does that imply that Wonka chose those people on purpose, kind
He's
of?
following the tickets around. I don't know why Wonka would want to choose naughty kids, though. It just seems weird.
Don't ask no Wonkas.
Because most of the stores have sold out of Wonka bars since everybody's buying them every single hour, every single minute of every day.
Yeah. I like how the police are guarding the Wonka bars. Oh!
This is like the one ticket search filler scene that I actually like. Do you agree with me, Christian?
Yeah.
The computer thing, for those of you who aren't watching with us.
Of the golden tickets.
I like this.
The machine uses probability, but what's the probability of the Wonka bars ending up in those exact locations?
I won't tell. That would be cheating. This is just so funny. A computer wouldn't actually do that, though.
The grand prize.
Oh man, we aren't talking much during a lot of these funny scenes because they're so funny. They're like the highlights of this film.
With a lifetime supply of chocolate. I'm now telling the computer exactly
what it can do with a lifetime
Yeah.
supply of chocolate. There it is.
Yeah, I know.
Violet Beauregard.
Oh, Violet.
See, this is the only news broadcast that Charlie actually sees, and he doesn't even see it with his grandparents and mother with him like he does in the book. I think it takes a lot away thematically.
Mr. Beauregard, do you have anything to say? As a matter of fact, I do! No.
It kind of takes away a lot thematically because we get to hear Charlie's grandparents talk about how bad these children are to him. Violet Beauregard. Third ticket winner. Yeah.
When I
Stadium
heard about
audience.
the contest, I joined the chocolate war.
Oh
I made like
man,
chewing gum, but I like winning
singing,
even more.
stop singing Double Bubble Dutch. That's from the West End, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, for those of you who are wondering. Where, Violet Beauregard's a rapper.
Yeah.
There's Slugworth again. Am I gonna say that every single time? See, his mom actually has a job in this one. Which I guess is fair enough since his father's dead and can't work at a toothpaste factory.
Cheer up, Charlie.
Oh. I just can't stand that song. I usually fast forward through it, but I'm gonna sit through it this time since we're doing the commentary.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to force
Oh
everybody.
man, imagine if we commentated Annie 1982.
Let's go to the... Oh, just... We might do it one of these days. It's on Netflix, so...
Saw it on the news.
Yeah.
They found the third ticket. Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave.
The first time I ever saw this movie was actually on TV. And they actually cut out a lot of scenes. Like, they cut out a lot of the filler scenes during the ticket search.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the... One of the school scenes, one of the two school scenes, probably the second one, since the first one ties directly into the ticket search.
Charlie gets angry so easily in this movie.
And there's a scene later that they also cut out, which I don't even know why I noticed why I didn't notice that it was cut out until I saw the actual movie, because it cuts abruptly to the next scene without that scene, but, that's the boat ride scene later. So the first time I saw the movie, it did not have that stupid boat ride scene.
Sorry, what did you say?
The TV version that I first saw didn't actually have the boat ride scene in it.
Oh. So they cut it out, and I'm assuming when you watched it and you saw the boat ride scene, you're like, huh?
What is this? Yeah. I mean, there might be fans of the song. Fans of the song, I apologize, but I just don't like this song. It just
If your father were here, he would say, that one's Mars.
No,
he
this
would
is Cheer Up,
hang
Charlie.
you the moon, and
We're gonna get flagged if you sing all these
start.
copyrighted songs. We're gonna get flagged.
Everyone else sings them, why can't I? Besides, that song is better than the song that's actually playing.
This song just drags. A fan edit of this film is long overdue. I don't know if it's possible to cut everything stupid out of it, but...
Fan of the two films together? No.
I mean, I apologize for those of you who like this movie exactly the way it is and think it has no problems whatsoever, but I respectfully disagree with you.
I mean, if you're gonna fan of this movie, you might as well just make your own movie and base it on the West End musical. In case you guys haven't figured out, guys, I really, really like the West End musical.
Oh, the
Charlie
West End
and the
musical
Chocolate
is the
Factory.
best adaptation of the book ever.
It's not less good than the book, I'll say.
If you guys have not read the book, you should read it.
It's the same deal with Matilda the musical, if you guys have heard of it. I was talking about it the other day. I was saying, you can say whatever you want about the musical, but you can't say that it's less good than the book.
Yeah.
Even if it's not better than the book, it's as good as the book. There's no other way to describe it. And this is kind of the same way with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the West End musical, versus the book.
I really like the book. I've read it many times. If you guys haven't read the book and you like reading books, I recommend reading the book.
But hey, at least this movie knows what it's going for, you know?
Yeah.
Or seems to.
Like, the
most
Johnny
of the
Depp
time.
version clearly doesn't know what it's going for.
Well, the Johnny Depp version still knows what it's going for. What about the Broadway version?
Yeah, that's true. The Broadway version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the musical... We're not talking about Willy Wonka, the musical. We're talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the musical.
The Broadway musical that debuted in 2017.
It's based on the West End version, but...
And the Willy Wonka movie, and the book, and I don't even know.
They added in a bunch of stuff. Okay, here's Mike TV.
Oh boy.
See, the only one that Charlie sees... Or that we actually see Charlie seeing is Violet Beauregard's ticket find.
Bang! Bang! Futuristic rodeo!
Yeah, whatever. I like how in the updated versions they have him, like, addicted to technology other than TV and stuff. Because, I mean, that is relevant today, you know?
Mm-hmm. How did he even get the golden ticket if he just sits and watches TV all day?
Maybe his parents bought him a Wonka bar. Because they feed him his meals. Because he sits on the couch all the time.
Yeah.
But I just find it weird that he would actually want to go to the factory rather than watch some TV. Whatever. Of course, Slugworth whispered him again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we're trying to listen to this. 1 ticket left.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
There must be many more. There are many more important things than the golden tickets.
Okay, this is the thing
that
doesn't really make any sense to me, because Grandpa Joe secretly bought a Wonka bar without telling anybody with the tobacco money, but he never gets out of bed, so how did he buy it secretly? Wouldn't it have made more sense if he had handed Charlie back the tobacco money and said, I'm not using this to buy tobacco, go buy a Wonka bar? And in the book, the bar was a Wonka Nutty Crunch surprise, I believe. But in this, it's just a regular Wonka bar. I don't think they have any...
In the book, he gave Charlie the money and said, go buy the chocolate bar.
And it was money that he had under his pillow for, like, years and stuff. That he said he was going to use.
No golden ticket. But they should start laughing, right?
Yeah, they burst out laughing in the book. Aw. Them hugging.
Cheer up, Charlie. No.
Another filler scene. Ugh. I hate this part. Why do we... This is the auction, stupid auction scene.
They're selling the... I don't remember this scene. The Queen was buying the chocolate bars.
Another filler scene. Like, one filler scene after another. Do you remember this one?
No.
They're waiting for the ransom for her husband.
They want a golden ticket.
No, for the ransom, instead of money, they want a case of Wonka bars that she has, so that they can see if there's a golden ticket in it. And she's like, can you give me time to think it over? Yeah. Ugh. I mean, it's funny, but... It's funny, but it's filler. And I'm also speaking as this from, like, I know not every person is going to be the same when they're a little kid, but when I was a little kid, I wanted to find out what happened to her husband, so when it left that scene, I'm just like, no!
Yeah.
Oh, the fake ticket finder. And in the book, the fake ticket finder faked finding the second ticket, not the final ticket. And it was quickly proven to be a fake, but in this one, they changed it to the final ticket so that Charlie thinks he's lost at first. So, I actually find that interesting. Yeah.
They're calling Charlie a little boy. Charlie isn't actually that young in this.
No, he's not. They're like, let's not wake him. He'll find out soon enough. Let him have one last dream. But he was awake and he heard the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this part's funny. The classroom scene with the percentages. Isn't that just like teachers changing the schedule around, whatever?
Yeah. Percentages.
The percentages. Percentages. Oh, you're showing a clip now? It just looks appalling when we show the clip on there. It looks way better on the actual TV.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta say something. Is there anything to say about this?
150.
So that's 15%. He opened only 2. Yeah. And then he thinks he said 200. And he's like, no, it's just 2.
2?
2? What do you mean you only opened 2? I'm not sure chocolate. Well, I can't figure out just 2, so let's just pretend he opened 200.
Well, even if he opened 20, out of 1,000 it would be 0.2%.
Yeah.
I'm doing that wrong.
If he can't figure out just 2, seriously? Yeah, I think the TV version that I saw first actually cut out that scene.
200 out of 1,000 is 20%, so 2 out of 1,000 would be...
And they don't really make clear what kind of coin he finds in the gutter here. They have it really far away, so you can't tell what kind of coin it is. I assume it's like 25 cents or something, or a 50-cent piece.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, you're also assuming that it's Europe, if that's... Or, not Europe.
America.
England, if that's the case. Because you said, like, 25-cent piece instead of quarter.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's probably America.
And, I guess it doesn't really matter what kind of money he finds, because of course...
Whichever one is the biggest.
Because of course, if you read an American edition Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, he finds a $1 bill. If you read the British edition, he finds a, 50-pence piece.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he didn't buy a Wonka Scrumptious in the book. He bought a Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight.
And then another one.
Because it reminded him of the bar that he got with. Yeah, he bought 2 Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delights, but in this one, he buys a Scrumptious and then a regular Wonka bar. Gives him the one that he had sitting right there.
Yeah.
Looks at him like knowing and everything. He's like, try a regular one this time. I'm not giving you a choice. Just try a regular one. He's clearly, like, working for Wonka. Wonka's clearly like, I want you to give him the ticket. Goes over there and sees that, the 5th ticket wasn't actually found after all. It was a forgery.
Yeah. How coincidental that the chocolate bar he bought right before figuring that out happened to be the one with the golden ticket.
I really like the way this is, though, because he's like, hold on a minute. Maybe I have the golden ticket. I'm gonna open it and see.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But he opens it completely unexpecting anything in the book, which is what I like the best, honestly.
Well, he's pretty much given up on the whole ticket thing in the book because his family is starving so much because his father lost his job.
When he does it in the book, all he's thinking about is food.
Yeah. There it is. I like how at first you just see a brown chocolate bar, so you're like, oh, it's not there. And then suddenly
Did he just drop the chocolate bar?
Yup. He found the ticket.
I just heard someone say, you'll kill him.
And was it the newspaper seller that he worked for that helped him get free of the crowd in this one?
I think maybe.
In the book, it was the shopkeeper itself that did it. Wasn't it?
Maybe, something like that. I don't remember.
Like the candy man who helped him get free of the crowd. Na 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 na. And then, of course, he's going to run into Slugworth here in a minute. Spoiler alert. But you guys have seen this movie already. So... Slugworth.
Yep, Slugworth. This is where the movie starts to suffer from a few things.
Oh, yeah. I used to think it was called an everlasting God stopper. Isn't that funny? Everlasting God stopper. No, but no, it's Gobstopper. He's like 10,000 of these, and we can't see what kind of money it is, of course, because they're keeping it ambiguous, but... Everlasting Gobstopper. So he wants to find the secret formula. And this subplot... I admit it could have worked, but it just didn't.
It feels very contrived at the end.
Yes, it does.
Especially because after this it kind of just disappears and then comes back at the very end.
Well, there are little references to it throughout the movie, but... But seriously, his family doesn't look poor enough in this one. They don't even look like they're cold or anything in that house. Yeah, whatever. And Wonka doesn't think that he's just...
From Mr. Willy.
It's like a whole bunch of text that's written on the ticket in the book, isn't it, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole instruction thing.
What they say in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I think, what they all read together.
Yeah. One thing here, they're only allowed to bring one member of their family with them. But in the book, they can bring either one or two. You know, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they changed that, but...
Doesn't really matter too much.
Grandpa Joel's finally gonna get out of bed to help Charlie.
No, nobody's showing any surprise or disapproval at this. They're just kind of like...
Yeah. See, hardly anybody else even talks in this.
Yeah.
Boom.
But in the book, he just kind of jumps out of bed.
As soon as he sees that Charlie's found a ticket, he jumps out and goes, Yippee!
And even in the musical, in both versions of the musical, he gets out of bed by himself, and he stands up and everything.
Yep. It's wonderful what excitement can do for you. I just find the acting surprisingly cheesy here. Look at me! Look at me!
Well, honestly, it really is. And he keeps falling over. Oh.
Here we go. I did like this song a lot as a kid. We used to joke around, sometimes our, chocolate bars and stuff would have, like, a silver wrapper on the side, like Hershey's bars. Some kinds of Hershey's bars do. And so we would take it and go, I got a silver ticket.
Yeah.
I got a silver ticket. Just
I got a silver chance to make.
I got a silver twinkle.
Let's see if I can make this not be frozen, guys. This keeps freezing up on me.
Is the capture grabber not working very well? I don't even know who the actors are in this. I'm gonna have to pull up a page online.
Let me...
Who plays Veruca in this version? Do you know?
Let me look at this. I'll switch to my desktop capture real quick, just so... I cannot type.
Oh boy.
Let's see. I'm going to Wikipedia because that's obviously the most reliable source. Are you actually
capturing Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Why?
Why can't I? Peter Ostrom plays Charlie, but I already knew that.
Yeah. I got a golden ticket. Oh man, I'm getting the song stuck.
But yeah, that's,
Who plays Veruca?
Veruca Salt. Julie Dawn Cole. Julie Dawn Cole.
Oh, wow.
Let me go to her page and see.
Oh, boy.
She began as a child performer in what remains her best remembered film, 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So this was her first thing. This was the first movie she was in.
Yeah. She did really good. I think she is the best Veruca. We're, like, literally talking about everything that doesn't have to do with this scene right here.
Mm-hmm.
The I Got a Golden Ticket scene.
Because, I don't know.
I wish
Don't you pinch me, Charlie. I don't want to wake up from this golden dream.
That is a better song, to be honest.
I can't even sing while listening to this. It's just so...
Yeah.
Jumping crocodiles?
Rising of leaping lizards from Annie. How many times does she say that in that movie?
Leaping lizard.
Mr. Slugworth.
Merci beaucoup.
Finally, the big day. This is when the movie actually gets a bit better.
Really? I thought you said both movies were good up to this point.
But I mean, this movie's just plain boring until this part.
Yeah, true.
Fish face. Yeah. We know this already. Nothing like talking down to the audience, you know, Christian? She's such a bragger, the Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, I know, right?
One thing that they never solve in any of the adaptations, if she laid off the gum and switched to candy bars, how could she have been chewing that same piece of gum for 2 months solid and still be holding the record?
Yeah, true.
Did you ever think about that?
I think it means like chewing the same piece of gum, like it's still the same piece of gum.
I want to go
Not that she
before anyone else.
I think it's the total length of time and not like the straightforward length of time. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And here comes what people think of when they see Willy Wonka.
I don't think of him. I think of...
You'll probably think of Douglas Hodge. Or do you think of Johnny Depp?
I think of Book Wonka. Illustration from the book. Walking out.
Beyond this door is a factory. I'm gonna keep doing that, aren't I?
I like how he comes out limping, and then suddenly puts the cane down and does a somersault, so you don't know... He's unpredictable and mysterious and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Gene Wilder did such a good job playing this guy.
Douglas Hodge does a similar thing. The musical does a similar thing. Both versions do.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a discussion video on the musical, on the play one of these days.
Can we just do a discussion video on the whole of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I swear we're talking more about the...
All adaptations together.
I swear we're talking more about that play than we're talking about
musical,
this movie.
than we're talking about the movie. Yeah, I know.
But seriously, I think Gene Wilder makes a pretty good Wonka.
And this is going to be frozen again, because of course it is.
We're trying to show you guys clips, but this thing is sucking today. Sorry to say words that you guys probably won't appreciate, but it's sucking. I'm hoping there will be enough Wonka fans out there that maybe some of them will come across this video someday. And then maybe we'll get a bunch of subscribers, but I wouldn't count on it. Hopefully we can get a bunch of subscribers one of these days. There's Slugworth.
Yeah, I don't really care about subscribers. So wait, Charlie told Grandpa Joe about Slugworth then?
Yeah, he said that Slugworth wanted a gobstopper from him to find the secret formula. Once again, this whole Slugworth subplot is just shoehorned in. It doesn't work. Could have worked, but doesn't work. Sorry, guys. We're just enjoying a lot of the performances in this instead of talking to you guys. Especially Julie Dawn Cola's Veruca Salt.
Violet Beauregard.
Yeah.
So Violet Beauregard.
I gotta go a minute, so
Alright.
keep talking to the audience, okay?
I don't know. I don't really know what to say to talk.
Okay. Maybe it'll just stay silent for a minute. Man, you're dead.
Ow. He punched him. Mike TV. Lol. Charlie Bucket.
Okay, just checking on something a minute, but I'm back. That was literally like 2 seconds, but...
Yeah. In we go. Into
I
the
gotta
factory.
say, Wonka's entrance in this one is way better than Wonka's entrance in the Johnny Depp movie.
That one's just weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright. Oh, is this the one with the tiny room? Or the tiny hallway or whatever?
Yeah! I mean, it's funny, but... What's up with... Oh, yeah, first is the contract scene. Strike that. Reverse that.
Strike that, reverse it.
Okay, remember the hand hooks?
Mm-hmm.
You could actually see them moving a little bit before they put the coats on them. Because it's literally a puppet.
Yeah. Rules and regulations.
The contract. Was it even a fair contract, though, if they didn't even read the whole thing? I mean, they can't even read it because it gets really tiny at the bottom. And they don't want her to sign the contract. Once again, this scene's kind of funny, but it's foreshadowing the awful, awful subplot. Do you agree with me, Christian?
I mean, they have the contract in the musical as well. And the thing they do that's similar is, instead of having them read the contract and having it get smaller, they have Wonka reading the contract so fast that they can't understand what he's saying. And then he just gets faster and faster.
They kind of messed up Veruca's character a bit here, because she's like, I'm going to sign it, you're not going to stop me. And then Wonka's like, good girl, Veruca, you know what you're doing. And that's kind of endorsing her behavior a little bit. So Wonka endorses her behavior, but he doesn't endorse it?
Well, I mean, Wonka does that quite a bit in this movie. Like, when Augustus came up, he was literally like, you're very in shape, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't seem to endorse or decline behavior as much as just being sarcastic all the time.
Here's that weird hallway thing. I've no idea what's up with this. This is so stupid.
Oh wait, it's right here.
It has the exact same door.
It had to have been like an elevator or something.
But wouldn't they have felt movement?
Yeah, true.
I think it's just magic. I assumed it was an elevator the first time I saw it, but I actually thought this was the Great Glass Elevator at first until it appeared at the end of the movie. You know, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why?
Why, you having fun? You have to go forwards to go back. I just love these lines. I'm telling you, it gets so much better once they enter the factory.
Except that door isn't the door. Right?
He opens it and then they're suddenly big enough to fit through it, but they're suddenly small enough to fit through it, but I just don't get it.
Eatable, edible.
He wouldn't want anybody to lose it. No, that's not Rachmaninoff, you idiot. That's Mozart.
Yeah, I know. The chocolate room.
The chocolate.
With the beautiful, ugly chocolate sewage river.
Oh man, this... I mean, I know it's supposed to be like, oh wow, but then you get a glimpse at it, and... See, we're looking at it right now, and it's fake!
The sewage. Ugh.
You see the sewage river right there?
They can do better than this with a stage show.
Yeah. That's not a chocolate river, that's a sewage river. Literally, I don't care what they say. Wonka's being bogus. So does that mean Augustus is eating sewage water then?
His voice is not as beautiful as I seem to remember.
It's still pretty good. Do you remember the 1999 version of Alice in Wonderland? Where, he played the mock turtle?
Yes.
I liked that version. We don't have that one, but it's a pretty good one. It's my second favorite adaptation of the book. My first favorite adaptation is the 1972 one that has, Fiona Fullerton as Alice. Maybe I'll do a commentary on that sometime. You can find that in $5 bins quite a bit. Seen it there.
Man, I'm just so used to Douglas Hodges' singing voice at this song.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
We might do the Disney Alice in Wonderland sometime.
Also, this is like... What is the point to the song? He's supposed to be showing them the world or whatever, but instead he just keeps blocking them. It's kind of like he's making fun of himself with this song.
And he pulled out the kid's hair. You see, at times I don't know what this dude's up to.
What is his goal right now, exactly?
He's trying to find somebody to run the factory, if you haven't seen the ending.
Well, yeah. But I mean his goal with keeping on blocking them off.
That's not a mushroom, that's a...
Umbrella.
It looks awful.
And if you look from the bottom, it clearly doesn't even look like
the candy canes look okay, I guess. You notice you never actually see them chewing on them because they're fake. So you see them putting them in their mouth and then suddenly they're...
But you see Wonka chewing on the cup that's actually made of wax.
Yeah. That was probably real candy in there, though.
Mm-hmm.
And the pumpkin that Veruca was eating out of. My problem is, since when is a mushroom a candy? Well, I guess the mushroom is frosting on it, but whatever. These aren't lollipops.
They kind of cleared up in the musical by saying that everything in that room was made completely out of chocolate.
I mean, I heard a lot of people who absolutely hate the Johnny Depp version saying, I hated it, it was overly CGI'd during the chocolate room. And I'm like, what? Would you rather have seen this again? You know, Christian? I'd rather see that CGI stuff than this stuff any day.
People would rather see fake classic than, CGI.
I'm okay with CGI if it's going to be better than what would happen if they actually tried to make it look like it was there for real.
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously failed with this one, so I'm okay with the CGI in that. It's when they use CGI when they don't need it that I'm not okay with it. You know, Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this cup was actually made out of wax in real life that he eats in a minute. My brother and I, the first time we saw this movie, we didn't actually understand that everything in the room was made of candy, so when he suddenly eats the cup, we're like, ew. And then later...
No, it's not.
That's not chocolate.
That's not chocolate.
And then on repeat viewings, when he says everything, in here is edible, we're like, oh, okay, the cup was made of candy. And then later, we find out that it was made of wax in real life, so we're like, ew, all over again. So it kind of went full circle, you know, Christian?
That's not chocolate.
That's sewage water. That is sewage water. I don't care what he's saying.
It doesn't even look like chocolate.
That is sewage water.
Oh boy, the Oompa Loompas.
Now we know who makes the chocolate. Why do they have green hair and orange skin and white eyebrows anyway? It's just creepy. I like that stuff and nonsense. No, Oompa Loompas. You don't know what we're laughing at. I'm a teacher of geography, so Wonka assumes that she knows what it is if she's a teacher of geography.
You know what? I should have showed a picture of the chocolate river on here.
You'll see it in a minute. Why don't you get off of this? Yeah, thank you.
I did. I just got on it for a second.
For vicious kids. All questions must be submitted in writing.
It has some funny jokes.
It has a lot of funny
It really
jokes.
does.
I want to know. I want an Oompa Loompa now! Okay. Show the... Okay, show it.
I mean, look at that. That's not chocolate.
Watch when he falls into it. Wonka's like, don't touch it. It mustn't be touched by human hands. My chocolate! My beautiful chocolate! You know, Christian. So they're all screaming like, oh no, he fell in! And Wonka's just like, my chocolate!
I like how they're like, don't just stand there, do something. So then he says, help. Please. It's murder.
Oh my goodness. He's gonna go up the pipe.
Watch the pipe.
This is hilarious.
He can't swim. There's no better time to learn.
Whoa. I gotta wonder how many parents didn't like this movie. Because they didn't want their kids to see this because the suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. What is Wonka sadistic or something?
Yeah, I know.
Impossible. That's absurd. Why? Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room, it goes to the fudge room! I thought that was hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Before I read the book, I thought the kids all died when they got eliminated.
He just said "Auf Wiedersehen."
Oompa loompa doompa dee. Oompa loompa doompa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get when you
What on earth?
Sweets?
This is like
As much as it knows. It's like Willy Wonka, the sing-along version.
This is like a sing-along video or something. Why do they do that?
I don't
It ruins
know.
the mood of the movie.
Oompa loompa doompa dee da. That doesn't rhyme. It would have made sense if they had been singing with British accents. It would have been, if you're not greedy, you will go fa.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like in The Sound of Music, where they have British accents, so it's like fa, long, long way to run.
Yeah.
Wonka speaking different languages. Okay. First of all...
Oh, the boat.
Normal boat versus pink candy boat from the book.
Why couldn't they use the pink candy boat? I mean, it would make sense if they didn't use a candy boat. I mean, the chocolate river isn't a chocolate river anyway.
It's a sewage river. I wonder why Augustus didn't taste that river and go...
Yeah, I know. Disgusting. Well, I mean, his dad did eat the microphone.
The entire boat ride scene was cut from the TV version. I'm not even kidding. As soon as the Oompa Loompas song was over, it did the commercial break, and then when the commercial break was over, it cut to them... It had them entering,
Is this the boat that has the ride with the chickens getting their heads cut off?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as the Oompa Loompa song was over, it went to the commercial break, and when the commercial break was over, they were entering the, invention room.
I'm pretty sure Wonka is like
cut out the boat ride
sadistic
entirely.
something in this movie, honestly.
That's probably why I didn't notice the sudden scene change the first time I saw it, because there was a commercial break in between.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, you remember back in the days when the commercials were actually put in good spots, you know, Christian?
Yeah, and now they just plop down commercials wherever they feel like.
What Veruca wants is a good kick in the pants. But yeah, they strategically placed the commercial between the chocolate room scene and the inventing room scene to hide the fact that they cut out the boat ride scene.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they wouldn't do that. And actually, they do show the boat ride scene when they show it on TV now.
What business you insult? Nuts.
I watched this movie on the exact same channel that I first watched it on recently, and they had the boat ride scene put back in. Oh my
Here we go.
This scene is just weird. I don't know if you guys watch How It Should Have Ended. They make animated alternate endings to movies, but they make fun of this scene completely. I think even Mom thought this scene was... Look at that! He, like, gets this creepy face. You're showing it, aren't you?
A small bit of it. You can't possibly see where you're going, Wonka. You're right, I can't. Is he just ready to kill everyone or something?
I don't want to trust this guy. What, was that a snail?
Ew.
The worm. Oh!
What is up with
It's
this?
like it shows Slugworth.
It's showing all the creepy things and then it shows Slugworth. What on earth?
Direction they are going. There's no knowing where they're rowing. Which way the river's flowing.
And there's no sun.
Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing?
I'm pretty sure
what is he doing?
I'm pretty sure at this point he's just going crazy.
This scene just adds nothing to the movie whatsoever. Yes! Danger must be growing, and rowing, you just keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing.
I'm pretty sure this scene was just...
And he does this weird scream.
You know what? I'm pretty sure this scene was just somebody challenging the screenwriter to use as many rhymes of the word owing as possible.
It's this movie's acid sequence, literally. Literally, it's the acid sequence of this. I do not want a boat like this. Coffee cream,
Vanilla cream, hair cream.
Hair cream. Okay, this is the scene that it came on to once the commercial break was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have no idea why he's randomly speaking different languages in this. Oh boy.
And this is going to be the room with the everlasting gobstoppers, right?
The inventing room isn't too bad in this
Which,
one,
honestly, what on earth are the everlasting gobstoppers supposed to be in this movie?
Spike balls. Who wants to chew on a spike ball?
Well, you're not supposed to chew on them anyway.
Who wants to suck on a spike ball?
Honestly. It's just weird. Also, is this the gum room?
Yes. Honestly, the first time I saw this movie, the boat ride scene seemed to go on for 10 minutes, because I was like, what is this? You know, Christian?
That makes no sense.
He talks with, like, this helium voice. He's absolutely bonkers. How did I remember that? I haven't seen this movie in a long time. A long time. It's probably been 2 years since I've seen it. See, I actually like the design of the inventing room in this movie. It's not bad.
Yeah. It makes sense for an inventing room. Oops. Did he chew on the...
Exploding candy for your enemies. He puts the shoes in there, doesn't he? And gives it a little kick. Butterscotch, butter gin. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
Oh my goodness.
This would be rated PG today just because of the alcohol mention.
Too cold.
Everlasting gobstopper machine.
Why is the everlasting gobstoppers the most important thing? Oh my goodness! There's the meme.
The meme picture, yeah. It looks like a penis.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding.
Why are you...
Sorry, guys. Part of the thing that sticks up is giving me...
Yeah.
I apologize for any kids you might have been watching this with, but these reviews aren't for kids anyway. They're supposed to be, like, little marble-shaped things, not spike balls. And they change color once a week.
Like gum.
They don't have the gum joke in this one about how they're not like gum because it...
You'll break all your little teeth out, yeah.
Oh boy. Never show them to another living soul again. Of course, this is setting up the... for the Slugworth thing again.
Mm-hmm.
The whole she's got two because she's holding it really weird and it's really just one. I'm gonna check on something in a minute. Oh boy. At least we don't have to worry about this skipping because it's not a DVD.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is it squishing tomatoes?
Yes.
What's the point in that? Oh, because tomato soup. Okay.
Flavor.
Yeah.
This is the amazing gum machine. You should read how the gum machine works in the book. I thought it was kind of cool.
Ew. Ew.
It's honey.
What's the point with the ants? Oh, those are bees, duh.
It's honey. That's all. Don't you know what this is? By gum, it's gum. Wrong! It's the most amazing and something, something, something. You know, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Bowl. No, roast beef. He said that he hadn't worked all the bugs out yet. Don't chew it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy. I just like how he's all casual with his stuff.
Like, completely unenthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Whoa. Blueberry pie and cream.
It's pretty obvious that that's just a color or camera change.
You can even see her reflecting on her hair. You notice they have her conveniently dressed in blue so that they don't have to have her clothes change color?
Mm-hmm.
Like they did in the book. And then her red belt, like, bursts off so that it looks like she turned completely blue. Like a blueberry. You can see the pump blowing it up, too, in that earlier shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This music.
It's really creepy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's sing the Oompa Loompa song again.
And the thing is, until we read the book, we thought these characters died. You know, Christian?
Yeah.
I mean, Wonka says they're gonna be alright, but considering how weird he is...
Untrustworthy.
Yeah. Now she's actually got makeup on. And it's not a light anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that means that her hair isn't blue anymore either. I don't know why they're orange. Why are the Oompa Loompas orange? Should they get fed like a gum and when they got to the dessert that was like orange flavored pie, they turned into oranges? Where did that come from? Where is
He just says the most random things at the most random times.
And people say Johnny Depp is weird.
Actually, 3. It's almost like he wants them to die.
The lickable wallpaper for nurseries.
Yeah.
Love this part. No, pineapple. It tastes like a pineapple.
He does know how many germs could spread from that, right?
Mm-hmm. Strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Snozberry. Who ever heard of a snozberry? We are the music makers. And we are the dreamers of dreams. What is up with these random quotes?
I mean, that one kind of makes sense in context.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, I'm the guy who made this wallpaper, don't question me. Maybe it means literally like a noseberry, you know, because some people call the nose a snoz.
Oh, this stupid room.
Oh, the fizzy lifting drinks. In the book, they do pass the fizzy lifting drinks room, and Wonka tells you how they work, and he directly tells them, you drink them, and you burp to come down. And then they don't drink them. They just move on to the next room. But in this one, he doesn't tell them the way to get down, and Charlie and Grandpa Joe drink it.
This is so...
And I just can't see Charlie and Grandpa Joe doing this. You know, Christian?
Nah, yeah.
I mean, they're not perfect, but I can't see them doing this.
This has got to be a green screen or something.
Did they use green screen back then? They might be on wires or something. Anyway, this is what really leads me to believe what really led me to believe that the kids actually died. Because they almost get chopped up by the fan.
Right.
So what would have happened if they had gotten chopped up by the fan? They would have been dead. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go back down. How do you get down, though, now?
You burp.
I know, but they're not thinking about it, is what I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
They have common sense. Or, rather, they're supposed to have common sense.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I just don't like this part.
I don't know many people that do.
There are some people that think... A lot of people actually like the Slugworth subplot and think that it should have been in the book. And I'm like, no. Going too high.
At the speed they were going up earlier, they'd already have touched the fan and be dead.
Yeah.
Also, they're farther away from the fan now than they were a second ago.
Yeah. I mean, I can laugh at this now because I know what's actually going to happen, but...
Push yourself against the metal.
Didn't Wonka say never take the fizzy lifting drinks outside either because you might get lost? Because he fed it to an Oompa Loompa once and never saw it again. He kept shouting up at the sky, "Burp! Burp! Come on!" And then he never saw him again. And he's like, he must be on the moon by now.
Yeah. This whole thing.
Yeah.
They're still burping.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Geese, the lady goes, I just...
Stupid.
In the book, it was squirrels that are able to...
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad nuts.
Which is symbolic because, Veruca's father works at a nut factory. This movie just fails at symbolism.
I think it's trying to go for the symbolism of bad egg. Or rotten egg. Instead.
Well, it misses the point. I love Veruca's song that's coming up, though.
Mm-hmm. That's clearly a bad egg.
Golden chocolate eggs. Educated egg-decator. Oh boy. Charlie's thinking the same thing we're thinking.
Yep. Okay, so why does she get a song here, but nobody else
You
does?
noticed in the previous shot, her tights were actually missing.
Why does she get a song here and none of the other kids do? You know?
Oh, cool, audio track changed. Did you notice?
I always notice.
The first time I noticed was when I watched this with surround sound. Well, to be fair, Veruca's actually probably the best actor in this movie. The best portrayal in this movie. Sorry, we're not talking because we're listening to this wonderful song.
I still don't understand why she gets her own song.
I don't know either, but I'm glad it was Veruca that got her own song and not, like, one of the other
Augustus.
kids. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet.
Oh, yay, pan and scan.
What does that mean?
Because it's cropped to crop out the black bars at the top and bottom. You couldn't see her face when she was turned, you know. Ice cream. I haven't been a fan of pan and scan for a very long time. I mean, most of the VHSs we have are in pan and scan, which is probably one of the few things.
She's just destroying everything.
Don't care how, I want it now. Don't care how, I want it now. She was a bad egg.
Yep, rotten egg. Should have been rotten egg, honestly.
Garbage chute.
So is it supposed to be symbolic? Because logically, if anyone had stepped on that, wouldn't it have detected them as a bad egg?
I don't know. On the Pop Tropica Island, when you go down, doesn't it list you as a good egg?
Maybe.
This could be a lot of garbage today. Veruca went first. Only lit every other day. And then they never reveal if they survived or not. So you're like, wait, did they die when they fell down there?
I don't know. Also, one of the Oompa Loompas' faces is painted slightly more red and dark than the rest.
I think that might just be our TV color, because our TV color is messed up. You know, because the pink appears, like, literally right at that point of the screen. But maybe. Who to blame? The mother and the father. Oompa Loompa.
See? It's still like that. Except maybe it is our TV.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with their legs? You see the things sticking out of the sides of them?
I don't know, maybe.
And if this was the book, they'd be just about to go on the Great Glass Elevator for the first time.
Which, don't they save that for Charlie?
Instead, they go on a ride on the Wonka-mobile. And I'm like, if you wanted them to have transportation, just use the elevator, you know?
But, like, sometimes it can work to save the elevator for Charlie. Like, again, in the musical.
Then they shouldn't have had them take transportation at all. I mean...
Right, that's why I said sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, boy. This is the part with the suds, isn't it?
I think.
This is another part that weirded me out as a kid. I can't remember if this was in the TV version that I saw or not, but...
This part is just weird, honestly.
It's not as weird as the boat ride scene, but it is weird. Because we didn't actually realize these were suds the first time we saw it. We thought it was like weird gloopy milk or something. Until Wonka claimed that was Hasawahano. You know, Christian?
What is it?
Hasawahano. Which is Wonka wash spelled backwards.
Right.
And it even makes farting noise when it comes out.
Why does he spell it backwards? What's the point of that?
I don't know, because he's weird. Wonka wash.
That's unrealistic.
They're probably showing two separate videos side by side there.
They are. You can see the color difference.
Wonka wash. If the good Lord did us to walking window and then roller skates. Wonka vision.
Yep. It's television. It's Wonka vision.
See, I don't like this. In the book, it's Wonka that says this, and Mike TV's like, that's not exactly how it works. And Wonka's like, I can't hear you very well. But on this one, Mike TV says it, which makes Mike TV seem stupid. You know?
Yeah.
The whole thing about how TV is filmed and stuff.
Unless he
the
used a
audio
giant
quality
television.
is appalling in this scene.
So logically, why couldn't he have just gotten a giant screen and sent Mike TV back through? You know?
I don't know.
That's just ridiculous.
That's dated right there. They wouldn't have even been able to see the pieces. I like how in the Johnny Depp movie there's actually something playing on the TV instead of being a blank screen. You could see the platform, too, that it was sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a TV dinner. Yeah, this is...
Like people?
He just keeps talking. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, I don't like this. In the book, there's a switch that he pulls that makes the camera take his picture, but in this one, the Oompa Loompas actually take
disobey Wonka, and yeah.
Why? And everybody says this is better than the Johnny Depp one. You can see the platform.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy. You called that unharmed?
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I wish they'd had the whole conversation about the vitamin chocolate from the
book.
Would have been hilarious, but taffy puller. What? Why is he constantly quoting things throughout this?
I don't know. He's just weird.
Oh boy. So what movie do you want to do next?
I don't know. Not talking about it right here.
Yeah, that's
We're in the middle of what we're doing now.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Everything's a surprise. Life itself is a surprise.
All you know is that we're eventually gonna do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie as a commentary.
Yep.
You notice they have the style different for each Oompa Loompa.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in the book it's a different song every single time for each kid rather than the same song over and over restyled. You know, Christian?
Yeah. A pain in the neck and an IQ of 3.
I still like Chewin' Chewin' All Day Long better than this song.
Well, vidiots. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Vidiots, honestly.
You guys have to see the play. Preferably on West End, if it hasn't left yet.
It has.
Oh, boy.
It left right before it went on Broadway.
Well, if it goes back on West End, I hope they don't turn it into the Broadway version. Okay, here's where it really, really, really starts being bad. You know, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta wonder, what if Charlie and Grandpa Joe had been cut up by the fan? Because they figured out the way out of that situation themselves. For all Wonka cared, they could get cut up by the fan. How would they have survived that, you know? So, what is Wonka trying to imply, like, they'll be back to normal at the end?
Yes, you did. Of course you did.
I really like
wrong.
the way they do it in the play, where,
Did we do something wrong? Yes.
I like the way they do it in the play, where they're like, you promised Charlie a lifetime supply of candy, and Wonka's like, oh, you have it right there, Charlie. He points to the
The everlasting gobstopper, yeah.
Yeah. And so they get mad at him about that. But in this one, it's just...
What exactly is he busy with?
And everything's in halves also, like...
It's just weird.
Wrong, sir! Wrong! This is like the scene that everybody talks about with the you get nothing.
This is the scene that, like, everyone memes about.
Yeah. So that safe is really safe, isn't it, Christian? If it's cut in half.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shut. We're gonna cut them. It's etc. Cut them. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. This is just...
Yeah.
He's trying to test them to see if Charlie is going to give the gobstopper to Slugworth or not, or give it back to him. But it doesn't really work because where are the other kids to even give him back the gobstopper anyway?
They didn't get a chance, which implies that they probably died.
And what would Wonka have done if they hadn't broken the rules? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
then they probably wouldn't even have to take this test, honestly.
It's just stupid.
It wouldn't be stupid if they had done it the right way, but this way just feels contrived again. Which, that's the main problem with this movie, is things feel contrived.
I just absolutely hate this part, and this is the part that Roald Dahl hated, too, the most.
Really?
I mean, he hated the whole movie, but this is the part he hated the most. Indeed, in a weary world. Charlie, you get nothing!
Yeah.
You remember that YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
Where they just put you get nothing there to be funny. What if they had had it be, Charlie, my boy, you get nothing!
I've seen one like that.
Really? Wasn't Slugworth.
What on earth?
It's
just weird.
I didn't even understand this part before I read the book. One of the reasons I read the book was so that I could get a better understanding of this part, and then it didn't happen in the book at all, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
The Wonkavator, or otherwise known as the Great Glass Elevator.
Why'd they rename it to Wonkavator?
I don't know. Some people who were away from home are back, by the way.
Okay.
And since this is almost done, then... Yeah.
How much longer do you think?
About 5 minutes, 3 minutes maybe.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the up and out button?
Yep. Do you just want to end the commentary now? It's almost done anyway.
Nah. Let's go ahead and finish it.
Up and out. Oh boy.
Yeah. He did say he's not quite sure what's going to happen.
Was the ceiling made of glass too?
Well, it worked.
Here's your final
your imagination back.
It doesn't. It's not even made of glass. They call it the Great Glass Wonka Vader, but it's not made of glass. Okay, get off there now.
Alright, I just wanted to show that real quick. One last clip, probably.
Yeah. I'm taking my headphones out of my ears a minute. I don't really need the sound that much.
Does he tell Charlie that Charlie has won the factory?
Yeah, this movie's cheesier than I remember it being, to be honest. Do you remember it being this cheesy?
No.
It's weird. Like...
And he's giving him the factory, as he just announced.
Now, when the sound is running through your computer, does it have its own volume versus the TV's
Yeah.
volume? So you could have this turned all the way down to 0 and still hear it through there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well... Yeah, he does give him the factory. He doesn't show them crashing through the ceiling and everything, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. And then, so... We're nearing the end here. I think we're coming up on the final line. He lived happily ever after.
Yep.
That's the final line, I believe. I think we're coming up on the credits here.
Oh, that's really bad CGI.
It's not CGI, it's just a really bad final shot. Because it's clearly rotoscoped, or whatever.
Something like that.
That's the end!
Alright, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed our second, movie commentary, so...
Yeah, I guess we didn't have as much to say about this one as Into the Woods, because we don't have as fond memories of this one as we do of other movies. It's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, we'll probably have other things to say about other movies in the future. But yeah, thanks for watching with us, and I guess we're gonna stop the commentary now, so look out for our next commentary, whatever it is.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye.